Manchester United then play away at Stoke City on Boxing Day, and a very difficult place to go in the Premier League. It's become really difficult to go to Stoke, and God knows how we're going to get a victory there. They've actually not scored that many goals in the Premier League this season, Stoke. I think they've only scored about 13 goals, so they're one of the lowest scorers in the Premier League, but they are playing better football under Mark Hughes than they have done in previous seasons. They used to be known for sort of their throw-ins from Rory Delap and stuff like that. They never really seemed a footballing team, but they've really started to play some better football. The likes of Bojan and Shaqiri have joined in recent months, and they're looking at, well, Bojan joined a while back, but since Shaqiri's come, some of his performances have been better, and if he's on song, he can be a real problem, as we've seen Manchester City getting battered there. It could have been 5-6-0 that day. They really did tear them apart, took them to the cleaners that game. And Manchester United, we've been so bad lately. We've lost our last 3 games, last 2 Premier League games. We haven't won for a long while. Our last win in the Barclays Premier League come away at Watford. I think it was the 21st of November, if I'm not mistaken. I know it was late November when we won. So, God, we've got to win this one or get a result in this one. I think it's going to be a really hard game for Manchester United to win, but we've really got to start playing some better football. The style of play, Louis van Gaal's philosophy is really destroying us, and in the 18 months he's been in charge, not a lot has changed in his philosophy, and personally I was hoping by now he would have been dismissed of his job, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen unless we mess up these next 2 games away at Stoke and at home to Chelsea, which is possible. But if he's going to go, then he has to go before the January transfer window, because there is talk of £70 million or plus to be spent on possibly a striker in January, and we do not want a manager like Louis van Gaal to take the funds and splash it on players that maybe the next manager might not want to bring in if the new manager is going to come in February, which will be stupid, just like what's happened at Liverpool. They've sacked Brendan Rodgers a couple of months into the season, and they've now brought in Jurgen Klopp, who can't do nothing because he's stuck with another man's players, who some of them are mediocre and shit, and he doesn't want some of them players, and you can't really do anything about it. So we've got to sack him in time for that transfer window. But at the moment we're stuck with him, we're stuck with this team, the players. Who are we going to play? How are we going to line up? Well, hopefully, obviously David Hay will be in goal. Hopefully there is some changes. The back 4 has been woeful this season. I know we've kept some clean sheets, but players have missed sitters. Lately, it's coming home that we're letting a lot of goals in because the defence is dog shit. Since Luke Shaw got injured, it's completely gone to rat shit. But luckily, he's on the mend. Should be coming back in the next few months, hopefully before the end of the season, because I don't know where we're going at the moment. Rojo's still out, obviously injured, which is a massive blow. So we haven't got another centre half or left back or whatever you want to, wherever you want to play him. That could be involved. Now, we're going to probably play Blind and Smalling in the centre, then probably Jones and Young on either side. Hopefully Darmin's back so we can take Ash Young out of that left back position and put Darmin in left back, and probably play Jones at right back. I know Jones was woeful against Norwich, but I don't know what else we can do. We've got to put experience in there, really. We could put Varela in, I don't know, but I would go for some experience. We've got to get something out of this game. Even a draw, I don't want to draw, but even a draw would be probably better than the defeat now. So, and moving along to the midfield, Schneiderlin and Carrick need to be in there. No Fellaini in this game, please, no Fellaini. He's been dreadful. He is a dreadful player for me. Not a Manchester United player. Shouldn't be playing there. Wayne Rooney shouldn't be playing in the team either. Not been playing well enough. I would put Memphis Depay on one side, Juan Mata on the other side. Juan Mata's played better out wide than he has in the number 10 role. He's on terrible form as well, but I presume Jesse Lingard's still injured, even though he's been wasteful in possession with his assisting and his shooting this season lately. He's still only young, but I would personally have him more of a squad player than a starter, but God knows where we're gonna go on the wings. But hopefully Mata and Memphis will be on either side, which will leave Herrera and Martial, Herrera in the number 10 and Martial up front. That's really what we've got to go for. Louis van Gaal will probably put Wayne Rooney up front and Juan Mata in the number 10 or something and Martial out wide, but that shouldn't happen. Martial, I know he hasn't scored a lot of Premier League goals lately, only the one, but if played up front, I think he will score more Premier League goals. We do need an experienced striker up front, but I think if he can hit the ground now, start banging the goals in, he's young, I think he will be a future world-class star, along with Memphis. Hopefully Memphis can come good in the seasons to come, but we could do with some experience up there. I don't think we're going to win this game. Hopefully we can at least get a point out of it. Maybe a 1-1 draw. Possibly I would accept that, the state we're in at the moment. Hopefully if we don't finish in the top 4, maybe possibly could go on a Europa League run and win that and get in the Champions League. Who knows? But, you know, I think Louis van Gaal's treading on thin ice. I think he probably will be gone before the year's out. After that Chelsea game, I think he probably will be dismissed of his job. Probably Jose Mourinho will come in, the man who I wanted to replace David Moyes. I know he's not everyone's cup of tea, but he's a winner, gets the job done, wins titles, even if it's only for a short period of time. I mean, I know people saying we want stability for years to come. Louis van Gaal's not going to do that. I mean, he's going to retire in a year's time, so you're never going to get any stability there. But there's just no stability in football now. I mean, no club's keeping their managers more than 2 or 3, 4 years at the most. Barely in the Premier League. None of the top teams are now. So I think you've just got to accept that the Sir Alex Ferguson, them sort of managers are a dying breed. You're not going to get that anymore. So we've just got to accept that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone. We will be back on Boxing Day, hopefully with Manchester United. I do want us to win, even though some fans don't want us to win, so it gets Louis van Gaal the sack. I think you just got to bide the time. It will happen. He will get the sack. I'm pretty sure of that. I don't think the football's going to improve, even if we do get the win in this fixture and fixtures to come. I will hold my hands up if we start playing really well football, great football under Louis van Gaal, but I just don't see it happening in the future. We may win some games, but the football's probably still going to be bleak. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Where do you think Manchester United can win this game? Where do you think Stoke are going to cause us the main problems? The likes of Bojan could cause us some problems, although he hasn't been scoring too many goals. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.